Yarek, the battery and cables from the pit. Are you guys normal? Do you have a license for the Bosch?
Don't talk back.
I'm sorry.
Hey friends, welcome to the wildest project ever on this channel and in my life. Legend has it Patrick from Sprowadzami Autopel called me. Tashem, I have a cool Dodge, do something with it just in 2 minutes because Patrick called me. He'll come over and we'll see the car in person. I'll introduce you to the person I'm going to do this project with in a moment. Hey, so what you see here? I wonder if it even works and if it starts up. Patrick is peeing behind me, and it's time to introduce my totally normal friend Adash. Come over and introduce yourself. Hey!
We're pimps, experts in theft.
Hey, Adash, that's right. As you can see, Adash is the right person for this project. And anyway, get to know each other. This is Patrick. Hi, we import cars. PL and Adash, who will help with the project.
Sorry, I'm impressed.
That's right, my friends. We're unloading the car from the tow truck and we'll inspect it immediately. Patrick, does this car work or won't it come down on its own power?
Yes, with the help of a rope and strong muscles.
Oh no! But we'll manage.
On our own wheels.
All right, let it settle on Gdańsk soil. But it has a bumper.
We didn't have time for it. There was some electrician, a so-called electrician, who said he would do it. The car sat for about 6 months. He claimed to fix the wires, but we haven't started it since. Last time we tried, there was a spark and fuel, but it still wouldn't start.
Damn, what a mess, man.
It's amazing, especially when missing a horn.
Oh, actually.
This is a V8, T52 V8.
Yarek, the battery and cables from the diesel exhaust fluid and...
Oh, there's the battery.
Apparently it's working too.
And what the hell is this?
And here...
Mr. Electrician has already been here, right?
Something is lighting up.
You indelible one.
And what is this? A lamp.
No reel or cable lamp?
No, don't joke. Not you. That's funny. What's so funny? No!
We never do this with brake cleaner because it washes the oil film off the cylinders, so we don't use brake cleaner to start the car.
All right.
There's some spark. So what? Let's measure the compression.
There's nothing to measure, but let's try.
Exactly. How much did you pay for this ride?
For 500 bucks.
Measuring compression with this method is an unreliable way to test an engine's lifespan.
You just need to check by pumping in pressure and seeing how much holds. Take a good guess at how much Patrick bought this car for.
$500.
Did you hear that?
I don't know how, for that much, how people buy this junk. Only later. Freight? No freight. Registrations. And suddenly, from the trash, you have quite a sum.
So how much to your doorstep?
About 12,000 in this case, because here the freight was actually good, and here we don't have customs duty or excise tax. That's because this is a car over 30 years old.
All right, thank you, but that's a bit low, isn't it? It's a bit low, my friends. It's just over five here.
I don't think it's in English. Amen, amen. And here there should be an ad for learning English. If you don't know English yet, now's your chance. Numbers up to 300. We're checking the second one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Fearing order distributum a bit. No, Yes, I don't know. Clock with the rotation? No, that means it's connected properly. Okay, my friend, okay, it's fine, very good, but engine, hood, okay, 4.5.
That's why women like a mechanic. Do you see that finger work?
Patrick, can you check the required compression? 93 to 117 seems low. Well, I would make this car more Polish and put in an Ursus engine. Ramsus. We're making a Ramsus. The first one. Definitely Ramsus. Damn. But generally, it's not really, rusty or damn, full of holes. Not at all. When I looked, the frame was in beautiful condition. The front mounting, the front fenders are a bit eaten away when it comes to the mounting. And yeah, well, it looks more or less like a 6 or 7-year-old Toyota, or a 3-year-old Mazda. We tighten it with the proper torque using a torque wrench. Fortunately, I have a sprained wrist, so I can only turn the wrench up to a certain point. Then it starts to hurt, and that's when I know it's tight enough, and then there's a click, which means it's properly tightened. Ouch, damn, do you maybe have gloves right now?
I don't know, no poetic. You guys are weird. Alright, do it. I knew you wanted to freeload. I helped you, so maybe you could cut something, just drop it. And so, my friends, after 14 hours of laying cables, we're filming.
Take a look at the carburetor and start filming.
It's pouring like crazy.
We have a spark. We have fuel, which means we don't have compression. We don't have compression, but we have a lot of fuel. Maybe too much, but that's not the issue. He had his chance and didn't take it.
All right, my friends, let's go to the office to discuss the plan and vision for this project.
I think someone is watching me. The end? Are you guys normal? You wanted to be an influencer, but it's good that I won't be playing that husband who goes off to work. Here's how it is. So we don't know what engine, we don't know what tub, and we don't know when, but we do know what car, Listen, about the engine issue, I would solve it with some methods. I would definitely prefer to install a diesel, so I don't have to mess around with those American vacuum systems that nobody, damn it, knows how to set up anyway. And an old diesel plus a pump, or no plus it all, just give it fuel and turn the crankshaft, and it works. Okay? So the only question is, because diesel works for me too.
The only problem with it is that you'll have to mess around with the mounts anyway, but that's the smallest issue. The mounts aren't really a problem.
Because again, I'm calling Mateus, who still hasn't made that dashboard for the Defender for me after a year. And you know how it is. We take some sheet metal, but he'll cut it for me with a laser, but then we grind it, lasers, whatever. We take a big Bosch, cut it, weld it, and that's it. God, it's 3 hours and the mounts are done. For sure. Probably, sure. We'll see. Time will tell. Do you have a license for the big Bosch?
Don't talk back, sorry. Okay, so in that case, that's cool because...
I have a license, and if I don't, I'll get one.
I'd be all for an American diesel, absolutely. V8, yes?
We'll vent the exhaust through the hood using a flap.
Not through the hood, but at the back. I'd run it behind the cab.
Oh, behind the cab.
An American V8 diesel. So Cummins or Detroit diesel. Yeah, because that's what we have. I think only that was made for America, damn it.
Cummins would be better, because there will be a lot of Cummins on the market.
Okay, and generally, the older it is, the better.
I think the 90s.
No.
I think it will have a taste.
Not now, so the plan is, damn, what day is it today? Service manager, there's a current calendar there, August, June.
It's August, right?
Moisten that finger.
Here it's September, and he's going backwards.
One more. October.
There it is.
It's the 15th. Today's the 15th.
My pen broke.
Let's make a plan, and the first step is that it will take you some time to find an engine and bring it here.
We can't bring it from the States. It takes too long, so we'll buy it here.
You can hang up the receiver when talking to yourself.
Do you want another one?
We're at a visit. Rivka, I miss you.
Get me a telegrosic so I can call you.
All right. Damn it, here's what we'll do. Are you going to that concert at the end of November? Yes.
But I'm only going for the weekend, and coming back, it's just one day, and I'm coming back. It's not like I'm going away for the whole week, damn it.
I don't care about it until year's end. Damn, the hot tub goes on the frame. We'll manage. The hot tubs, yes, and this hot tub. Even if the car doesn't work, we'll put it on a tow truck and fucking go on tour. These are my competitions, and all of you are just watching me relaxing in the hot tub, even though we can't start the pickup. Yes, and that's our priority.
Hot tub,
Hot tub.
hot tub,
Hot tub.
hot tub.
Hot tub.
Damn, it's recording.
Since when do we deal with the car?
Tomorrow I'm already pushing it into the shop. Actually, tomorrow I'll measure it, see what material, how much material, and what size I need to make that tub part.
I'll be back next Monday. Even now, while I'm on the road, when I'm coming back, I'll start looking for something. So, next week, I'd like to come to you with the engine base.
What else? The gearbox. Probably as a set, right?
Most likely as a set.
Most likely as a set.
Just move the whole drive.
We're moving the whole drive.
We'll lift it up. Let's go.
We'll install the engine and start it. Since lifting or lowering it usually takes about 4 days of work.
All right, we'll choose later. Question about the sheet metal. What's your vision for that? Do you want us to make it in a Rasta style, or do you want us to make it nice? What's your content vision for it? What would you prefer?
Look at him.
There's not much there. You can make him Rasta style, or just take him and...
Fuck it. That's it. We're making a fireplace inside. We just need to make some kind of seat for the driver.
That could work, since we have a wooden tub, since we have a fireplace inside.
So everything is about the paneling.
Oh, fuck, the paneling? Oh,
Just the seat, how? It has to be fucking. There have to be some certifications.
I'll issue a certificate.
No, we're already making a mess. I'd add an armchair.
I have one from a BMW 1 Series or from a Mini lying around.
No.
Let's go. We'll start with logs. Rambalia, start with the logs and make yourself a stove right away. You need to think about it inside, and then we'll decide how to arrange the rest of the interior.
And we'll do it with you viewers. You'll also be giving us ideas.
Hot tub, chimney, stove. So, are we doing the stove today?
Can we build this hot tub in a month?
Yes, we can make this hot tub in a month. Damn it. I'll also take them to the Aviation Museum.
Since everyone is betting on us now, in your opinion, how much money will we make from this project?
No, well, it's 100. I think that
Patrick?
to do.
Yeah, I would guess something like that too. I
guess 70,000.
I want to guess 50 to 70, but realistically, if I pick 70, it'll end up being 120.
And now, my dear friends, we move on to the next part of our project.
The next day.
Day 2, friends. I'm back at the authorized Land Rover Service Center. Hello, Adash.
Hi, Lukash.
What did you do, Adash?
Tell me, for breakfast, I ate.
I don't care. What happened to the car?
I threw everything out, including the screws and coins inside.
I don't care about that. What did you do with the engine? This is your last chance.
Yesterday, I added kerosene to the cylinders to protect the rings, since the compression readings were poor. Today, I checked one cylinder again. It showed 6 bars, so I poured kerosene into it again, and I'm about to try to start it.
He waited for me on purpose because Adash called and we both vacuumed inside. I was making a decision.
I took and installed a new sofa straight from the upholsterer. Please, take a look.
My dear friends, if you have a BMW or a Mercedes from 2024, you can always come to Adak for detailing. Look at the transformation of the car. Now you can sit in your suit and go to the so-called meeting at 12 o'clock with the finance department. All right, listen, my friends, let's see if this piece of junk will come to life. Oh, so it's not ready to start? It's ready?
You'll be ready to start in 8 minutes. Can you wait?
No, because I have recordings. At 3 o'clock in Łódź.
You own a fast car from sprowadzamiauta.pl.
Filled with Q8 oil. Sell out focus. All right, let's put in the spark plugs and crank the bastard.
A few moments later.
Give me some gas.
Ah, damn, I want it. And it's closer than farther, yeah?
A little longer than a few minutes later.
I'd also replace the distributor cap and cables. I know I'm stretching your budget, damn. Can you handle 75 zlotys?
I'm in a greedy phase right now.
The next day.
Another adventurous day with a dash.
We made some progress. We found that the engine is useless. The compression in the best cylinder is 6 bars, so that's a bit low, because in most of them it's just over 4.
We have a very good engine for sale. It will be freshly taken out of a working car. That's right, too. Let us know in the comments. We write warranty until the gate.
Now we're cleaning the floor.
Oh, detailing again, yes.
We're cleaning the floor to help preserve and protect it by applying rust converter, so it doesn't disappear underneath. On top of that, epoxy, and then black paint, covered with leather, then Alcantara, and special slippers on the floor.
To choose which leather, whether sheepskin or goatskin. Yes.
Here we'll have a special hanger for slippers for getting into the car, and you'll use them to go to our spa area. Yes, and now, interesting. I removed the plastic cover from the bed. We'll have to straighten the bed a bit. I did some bodywork repairs. I pulled out the fender. Wow. Can you drive it? You can? The car had already been repainted more than once, as you can see.
A lot of paint, yes.
This is a special, reinforced 7-layer paint.
Tell me, because now when you poop, you watch a lot of movies, you educate yourself, you get your doctorate in tubs. In tubs, yes, tell me. How do you see it? Because from what I almost thought the same, it's to the inside. Here we're putting in the stove, so it'll just be bare metal painted with paint, because it's possible that inside here it'll be about 90 degrees. With such a big stove, there's a possibility, Granat did his doctorate on this, that the stove really has to be big if we want to heat 2 tons of water, and we'll fit this stove inside.
That's exactly why we won't use a coil that would heat the tub from the outside.
We'll swap water from the stove instead.
We'll be exchanging water from the stove. I wanted to make this stove with a water jacket from black steel, but after the second use, the water was already rusty. I'm not sure you'd want to bathe in rusty water, but I wouldn't mind.
Me neither, but for example, some people in suits might be slightly bothered by it.
Unless we first post a few videos. I mean, not us, but we get someone good-looking, some attractive lady or guy, to post that it's fine. A special type of bath in health strobe suits, in water with iron oxide, which removes wrinkles and preserves pores and preserves the skin's pores. 3 weeks later, we launch the car with rusty water. Everyone's happy and jumps in like it's a matcha bath.
So here you do a nice detailing job. We'll paint it black. Here's the furnace. We throw it in somewhere.
Yeah, the dog will be here, I think roughly in this passenger space. Yeah, Jarek will clean it up in a moment. He'll clean the surface here.
He's finishing the detailing process, yeah?
He's finishing the detailing process. I also got an idea. The technician from Vani said he could do it for me. All made of plexiglass, so the whole thing will be transparent, and we won't have any barriers. Just a transparent pool. And when you're swimming, you'll be able to watch your own butt if you're not wearing any underwear. A student from the automotive school ended up at the worst workshop he could have possibly ended up at. But he also he has an internship at BMW. So he has these 2 worlds, an authorized service center and Wadasya. Which is better, Where did you learn more? Here, at the workshop. Thank you. The water from the water jacket, heated in the water jacket, will be pumped into this pool tub. Call it what you want, and it will be nice and warm after some time, as long as our driver doesn't burn up. I'm still thinking about the technology for transporting this vehicle, or delivering the water directly to the place where it will be floating. It'll be hard to drive with an extra 2 tons in the back. Why? Because it might spill out. Today I'm taking off the bed, cutting it into pieces. Should we even do it? Give up on the bed and make the bed structure as a wooden tub just from here. The straight frame will be exposed. And here we'll have a kind of small trailer. And if we take off and pull out the tub, we can change these extensions. And instead of the tub, do something else. We'll have a base for anything.
Make a decision within 3 seconds for beta. Then cut.
It'll be easier if we lift it a bit with the crane and then move it to this side. We'll support it with our hand.
Health and safety. First,
Exactly.
the filler needs to be detached from the fuel tank.
Yarek, don't you remember why you need to detach the filler from the fuel tank? I told you this is a lesson. It's not about any lack of respect. We all respect each other. But the young guy in the workshop always has to have a hard time, because that's how life is.
Now, you need to work harder than your colleagues from the so-called BMW service department. You can't just run to the computer now, which will tell you step by step which screw to unscrew. You have to use your head and see what needs to be detached here.
Thank you for watching. You can also become my mentor. Have you completed any psychology or psychiatry studies? We will definitely have to look for a pneumatic kit somewhere else so that the Iveco doesn't look like an overloaded Iveco. So, 2 airbags between the spring and the frame and a small compressor, which will,
To help,
to help,
2 tons.
so that it doesn't look like he's sitting on the axle. I'm a tower crane operator with IZ1 certification, so I know how it's done. The load should always be right under the block, but here it's not possible.
At times like this, you really appreciate a machine that's accessible and drivable like this.
Moving the car now would be much more convenient.
Yes.
But unfortunately,
That's not the order in our project. But the frame is solid and nice.
I'll start packing here.
And then it will be flat.
And it will be perfectly flat.
Just remember that it will settle, right?
That's why we'll use cushions when it starts to settle.
You're not as stupid as you look. I'd like to ask you to demonstrate the shaft because it had the right to wobble a little. Exactly, but I think that's only at higher speeds. It only started happening at around 120.
Listen, there was this ticking sound, you know, but it increased with speed. It increased with speed.
This ticking, it was a gentle ticking, and only at 120 did the constant velocity joint really start knocking. And now maybe our concept will change, because we'll have a lot of space, and maybe we'll make a stove outside, but with the coal or wood being added from the inside.
I'll move the screwdriver inside. And with this kind of technology, well, a perfect spot for a rash, like right here.
I would make something like this here. I would totally do it here. Like if you have a fireplace casing at home, you know, damn. And I'd hang stockings for Christmas.
You know what? That's good. This is a really cool solution right now because most of the stoves available on the market. No, they're actually elongated. So if we install an elongated one, like this, lengthwise. And after all, the hot tub will also have a bench inside, so you can fit it into that bench.
And additionally, the heat from the stove will already be partially heating the hot tub.
Well, here in this spot, I would actually use some kind of thermal insulation, because the stove from the outside might get a bit too hot for this plastic, although it will be filled with water, so it can't really burn through.
Yes, because you did an experiment where you poured water into the mesh and set it on fire, and the mesh didn't crack or melt.
I need to buy steel for that. We're going to weld, or maybe we'll make the vehicle a bit longer because... Hold the tape measure for me, please. 1 centimeter from the edge. Let's make the bed 250 centimeters long. The tub will end here, with 3 guys on each side.
That's too many. We can't heat it. It's meant for 4 people.
For 4 people. So yeah, realistically, okay, 4 people, so we need 140 here. We have about 140, let's say, here, so we don't need to extend it. But we'll make a platform here.
Entrance ladders.
A ladder, but also a spot to remove and place your slippers.
Maybe it's a changing room.
It could be a changing room.
So we'll have about 50 centimeters for the private area. I still don't see it.
Viewers, tell us in the comments. Do you see it?
It will have a side view of the log. It'll be like this. You sit here, you hold your feet here. We'll see in a moment if the feet don't touch, because nobody likes to touch feet. I don't think so. So is this the space we need to provide? The stove? Yes.
Isn't that too little space?
45 by 45 or 55.
Such a tiny stove?
But it will be elongated.
Elongated?
Let's sit down in the office and settle this, Yarek. We're refining it.
Let's check out the ovens on Elix and see what they look like. So this is the computer?
No, we don't have a computer here. I have a computer at home, but I don't use it. I'm an analog person. 24. Let's make a graphic for a small stove for an outdoor garden tub.
Oh, with that cozy fireplace.
But we'll have to put the fireplace on the side. $5,000. How much? How much? How much?
Height is 65.
65, length 600, and width 51. All right.
We're searching for the furnace and we'll inform you once we find it.